Okay, hi, boys and girls. I hope you're having a great day. Sorry I'm not there to be with you. Today is the day of the eclipse, so we're going to be making this neat artwork about the eclipse. Your sub should have already played for you the video, so you learned all about how the moon comes between the sun and the earth, so it blocks out the light from the sun. And when that happens, all kinds of neat things go on. So, depending where you are, you might see this, which is the total eclipse. And during the total eclipse, the sky will get darker, and things will happen like um, birds will stop singing because they think it's nighttime outside, and crickets might start chirping, and even plants, like a lot of flowers, when it gets to be dark outside, they close up at nighttime. So they'll think it's nighttime and start to close up and then open back up again. And this will all happen over a pretty short period of time, so it's pretty neat to be able to see it. What you see here is the corona of the sun. And the corona is like the atmosphere of the sun. When we always draw like cartoons of the sun, we draw it with all those little triangles so you can see the rays of the sun popping out. Normally, when you look up during the day, you can't see that, but during the eclipse, that's all you can see is just the atmosphere of the sun, the corona, shining from behind the moon. So I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to show you how we're going to do this. To start with, we have a black piece of paper, and I have these patterns, and you can see other kids have been using these too. And we're going to be using oil pastels today. So I have the white baskets in the back along the counter. Each table is going to get one, and I'm just going to grab a couple different colors. You can use a whole rainbow of colors. You can use just one color or two colors. You can even overlap your colors. So that looks pretty good. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and I'm going to do lines or just kind of scribble the whole way along. When you're doing this, you need to make sure that you really fill it in. If you just go like that, it's not going to work for you later. So we need to make sure they're all really close and really tightly drawn. I've got a couple different colors here. Maybe I'll repeat, do like a pattern. It's a pretty neat thing that's going to be happening. We're very lucky to be so close. Where we are in Pennsylvania, Du Bois here at the school, we're in like the 97th percent coverage range. So that's kind of an exciting thing. If you live in California, you're not going to be able to see nearly as much as we're going to be able to see. I'm even going to take some of this and maybe overlap some of my colors. Okay, so I have that all in there. I have a lot of color on there. And now I'm going to take my finger, and what's nice about oil pastels is they show up on black paper, and they're so soft that you can smear them. So I'm going to really push, like I am really pushing down. Some people, it's easier because their thumb is stronger. They use their thumb, and yes, it is going to get on your fingers. It looks like I was eating some strangely colored Doritos. And I'm getting those colors, and I'm getting like that effect that the light rays are beaming out from behind the moon during the eclipse. So, looks pretty good so far. Let's go ahead and pick this up and see what we've got. Oh, that looks pretty cool already. Ooh, wow. We're not done though. So once you get to this point, before you go up front, we're going to do some splatter painting up front, but you definitely need to put your name on the back. If you forgot to write your name on the back and you already splatter painted, then you might want to get a pencil and write your name like Bob Ross on the front, along the corner, nice and neat. Now, I've gotten all this done. Up front, there's paint set up and bowls and stuff for splatter painting. So, the bowls, this is kind of a different thing we don't do all the time. We're going to cover up where the sun and the moon are, because when we splatter paint, we're trying to recreate the stars. So when it gets dark enough, you might be able to see stars during the eclipse. So I'm going to cover this up, and I'm going to start to do the splatter painting around it. The reason I don't want any stars here is because that would mean that the stars are in front of the sun and the moon, and there are no stars between us and the moon or us and the sun. The sun is our only star and our closest star. So to splatter paint, I have a paintbrush in one hand and I have a ruler in the other hand, and I'm going to tap my paintbrush on the ruler. So let's get a little bit of paint on your brush and start tapping. sometimes it takes a little bit to start getting some paint moving off there. You can see they're starting to get, sometimes you get big spots, sometimes you get little spots. This is everybody's favorite. And the thing about splatter painting, I always say, this is when you can tell like a real artist, because even though it's fun, they know when it's time to stop. So I think that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and stop there. And this is like the big reveal, and everybody goes, ooh, very cool. So here we can see the moon covering up the sun and the rays of the corona shining behind it. And we can see all the stars and the galaxies beyond shining. So this is pretty cool. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoy this project. Again, if you didn't put your name on it, this is a good time to put your name on there with a pencil in the front. And we're going to slide this on the drying rack. So everybody take care, and I'll see you next time.